All right, so this is going to be the first time I react to the comments off stream. Just for the sake of time, I think that it would allow us to cover more content in the videos. Granted, we do post 3 times a day, so there's that, but you know, I just think it's a little bit more efficient because last time it took me like an hour and 15 minutes, and it shouldn't have took me an hour 15. I was just being inefficient with my time. So, with that being said, it is December 13th at 3:45 p.m. Eastern Time. So, if you posted before then here you should see it most likely. I put them in newest order. So, we'll just roll through these. We do have quite a bit because the Stray Kids video is jumping right now, but with any luck we should be able to knock these out. Let me see these. I did react to We Go Up, Batter Up Like That, Click Clack. We can make that happen. I decided instead of opening everything up in a new tab, why don't I just, make little notes for everything. Whoops. Don't worry, Faouzia. I'm gonna get to that.
So will I?
Thank you. All right. I still have to translate those. These are the other. These are the Faouzia collabs. I know I did most of these, but some of these still need to be checked out. That's a really interesting way of copying and pasting. Not mad at it, but interesting. You know, let me put a break in between each one, and then I'll categorize them later on. XG relay dance where they do cool twist dance practice songs, relay dance videos are not on the XG official channel, so defend off copyright ad posse. All right. Got 4 relay dance, woke up shooting star. All right, bet. Makes sense. I think I did the woke up one actually. I know I didn't do puppet show though, so we have those to do. Maya is actually amazing. Did I not love this already? No, I didn't. Speechless by Naomi Scott. Give Your Heart a Break. Demi Lovato. Bet. All right. See here. Puppet show. Pop City version. Right. Okay. And this is also XG. All right. That last one was XG as well, right? It was just 2 of the girls. Yeah. All right, bet. And then gives me the exact same feeling as this. Okay. All right. You really need to hear Forever, Like That, and Billionaire. Last 2 performance videos. Wait. The last 2 are performance videos, but the same thing as a video to me. I'm not quite sure I'm following, but I'm sure I'll know once I see it on YouTube. That much is true. All right. Dang, this is from 6 days. I went over this before 6 days ago. In mix, Blue Valentine. All right. I'll this down here because I know I won't have very many suggestions for it, so I don't have to add that into the mix. Play this album every day. Twice is the genre. They can do anything. That's why I love them. They have something for everyone, even if you don't like one song. Yeah, Gio started training in elementary school at a company, but she's been out over 10 years with the company for 20 years. Twice is an accomplished group for a reason. Yeah, that is definitely true. Their gems really are there. Besides some, I think it's supposed to be some. Some albums are a must. Wait, no. What? Besides, so albums are a must. Okay. There's missing punctuation. The albums are a must here, but here are some of my favorite title tracks they have too. Japanese songs. Oh, dang. Okay. All right. Everybody's saying I need to react to Formula for Love, so I think that's going to be the first thing on here that I do touch. I mean, they've been out for like, what? Yeah, over 10 10 years. So yeah. All right. Oh, I didn't have them already on here. Interesting. All right. Let's go right here. Oh, it's pasting the text in white. That's the issue. I was like, why is it doing this? Now I comprehend. It was a little slow on the uptake, but we're gonna make that happen. Wait, no, don't delete that. Leave that there. I would love it if you checked out their Lollapalooza performance and the Formula for Love. See, they did Formula for Love too. All right. Both will be right up your alley considering you loved most of this album. No, literally all of this album. I think only one song didn't really resonate for me, but I could still objectively tell it was a good song. Seesaw is actually one of my faves too, been on repeat for months. Also, I think you would enjoy Gio's solo project a lot. Album called Zone. Okay, so let me put this Lollapalooza perform. Hold on, Control Z. I'm gonna put it at the top. Let me see. Here we go. Lollapalooza performance. Where is it? Geo solo project. Wait, Zone. I think Twice has the most material that's going to be difficult to go through, but it'll be good once I get on a roll. See, Kakona just came out as trans mask, so I'm happy for them. Okay, so it is them. I was wondering if it would be he him or they them. So okay, that makes my life a lot easier. Thank you, Sophia. More Twice reactions. Yeah, you already know. I like the fact that she does different genres. I tend to go through different genres and different singers or groups. It's cool. This must be Faouzia, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Most definitely. Well, some punctuation would help, right? Just a little bit. Favorite actually choreograph. Always worth listening to. Her music, soothing and mesmerizing. You know it. My man, you reacted to one of the best K-pop this twice. I need, yup. This was fun seeing them happy. Mm-hmm. Alpha's on deck. Absolutely. Can't pick a favorite XG song, but I think Undefeated is my favorite bridge. Has my favorite bridge to all the songs. Fair. That's definitely a fair take to have. Definitely respect that one. The Breath of XG. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Geo began training when she was 8. Debuted. Oh, yeah. This is similar to that other comment I just saw. That's the one thing I like. I like when people put a lot of information down there. Videos play through. I did let all the videos play through. Did I not? I definitely did. Maybe there was one that he particularly liked that I didn't play all the way through. I wouldn't have stopped before the video finished, unless there was like you know what? There must have been like a little bonus trailer at the end of one of them. That's what it was. I don't stop mid song. Not on XG. No. I don't think I did on Stray Kids or anybody else either. Actually, has anybody dropped? How bad would a song have to be? I've only encountered one song that was ever that bad, and it wasn't from any group of these genres. It was a drill song, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, y'all got to turn it off. Puppet Show, yep, added that to the list. Beam of light destroying their planet, causing a large portal hole in their planet. The characters live live. The characters live on Puppet Show planet with XG. The character made a running leap into the portal hole. Lightning went poof. XG made that same running leap to survive the portal hole. Light jump made it to the pinnacle. XG left the Puppet Show planet in a panic. Oh, okay, I see what you did there. XG then traveled to Woke Up planet. During Rapline woke up, left the place in a panic. Left to take another planet. Okay. Stray Kids and next year your face? Well, you are in luck because we are on a binge. I'm also trying to make sure I don't listen. Like, that was a good video because I watched like a lot of songs in a row, but I don't want to watch like a crazy lot to the point where like I get through anybody's content in like a week. Unless you just don't have a lot of projects, in which case I'll just listen to one project each time. But it's nice when they've been out for a few years because usually they have a couple EPs, they have some singles, and then they have some actual albums. So I can kind of break it up and split it up over the course of like a month or a few months. And then as people start dropping new stuff, then you can incorporate the new stuff, which I think is really cool. Blackpink. I didn't do Blackpink yet, I don't think. Let's see, I'm gonna add you down here. Put the B in Blackpink. So obvious how much these girls love to sing. I'm like that in my everyday life, but I can hardly remember a whole song. So I sound like a broken record. See only a few parts. I felt that in my chest. Oh my goodness. No, I have, see, girl gang is important to know. Not only are they dancing and singing, but they're doing ASL throughout as part of the choreography. The part that really amazes me is how insanely they're in sync. Even their hair is in sync. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, mixing in ASL is crazy. In terms of choreography, I think Taemin and Honu from Shine, who said that at the beginning, it took them a month to learn the choreography for replay. Now it takes 2 to 3 days. Like she also has complicated choreo, but three years in, I'm sure they pick it up very quick. Yeah, that's a good point. Once your body's just used to it, it's a lot easier to pick up certain things. But I know at the beginning, like the first years of being classically trained to dance have to be hell on earth, dude. But it's worth it if you stick it out. I can only assume because we get to enjoy beautiful projects like this. React to all the relay dances, 3 or 4 videos. Wait, we did that, didn't we? This is coming out. This comment came out before I dropped any of the MOV vids. I think those are the ones they're referring to. If somebody else comments it like yesterday or like today or tomorrow, then I know that I was completely wrong. Oh geez, Twitch comments aren't coming in fast enough. I was yelling at my screen. Yes, it's 2 syllables. You almost got it. Okay, the ah and the a, the ah. Wait, the H isn't silent with the A. Second syllable is wait. Like Hyundai. Okay, Hyundai. Yeah, okay. Okay. Thank you. I know that had to be frustrating, but I was like, I need to say this name right. How do I say this name right? I was really going through it right there. Let's go twice as group for nothing but good vibes. Guards the back door. They're stray kids, not stray kid. Wait, huh? Who said stray kids? Song stray kid. In regards to backdoor, they are called stray kids, not straight kids. I'm sensing a disconnect. Oh well. The song Stray Kids by Stray Kids is a reference to their previous work and is a promise to themselves to stay, or a promise to themselves and stay. They will and stay. Stay that they will continue on. If you want sexy songs, do Taste. Might be live performance 1, Drive, Red Lights, Escape, Railways, Hallucination, and Lose My Breath. Let me get those. Usually, if it is a solo or a unit song with Chan, it will be hot, but it's never his fault. All right, let's see. No, that's XG. This is who is this? Aladdin Breaker. This must be Faouzia, right? No. Am I tripping? I think I'm tripping. Oh well, we'll put this down here. I'm sure we'll get to it. No, this is twice. That's what's throwing me off. This is twice. And this is wait, no, this is Stray Kids. All right, yeah, we haven't had a Stray Kids reference. That's why. All right, so we're gonna do. If you want more vocal heavy songs, Beautiful, Lonely 0801, Live Performance Mixtape 3, Photo Book, Love Stays, Scars. Got you. All right, cool, cool, cool. Locked. Honestly, by this point, I think you should check out the Stray Kids guide. That way you can start connecting names, faces, and voices. Plus, it's really interesting to see the duality of all the members' stage presence. All right, yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to add that to the list. Bet. Thank you, madam. Wait. Hold on. Yeah. If you like the retro R&B vibe, then Eyes Wide Open by Twice. Bet. Oh, see, somebody even slid in there and said complete agreeance. Let me see. Twice. Here we go. Next K-pop reactors, we're checking out color-coded lyrics videos instead of these. I just did that because it was the main page. 1, read the lyrics and understand the creative parts, and 2, to get to know the members of the groups. I will keep that in mind. Formula of Love album is the best. Oh yeah, we already got that in the queue. You know that. Thanks for all your Faouzia reactions. You should check out their Moroccan singer Nora Fatehi. I didn't get her full name. All right. You also have a beer, Moroccan singer. She's quite famous in South Korea. Interesting. All right. MV is Inferno, filmed in Morocco. All right, bet. You may be the only person to suggest that one, but it doesn't make your opinion any less important to me. I will definitely. It might take me a second, but I will get to them. Absolutely. XG Press is one of the best content creators. Yup. Couldn't agree more. If you have great information about the girls, there are fake fans out there that try to shut her down. So please keep supporting her very hard work. Very thankful for XG Princess. Not XG, but XG. For sure. XG Princess really got the game on lock. One of the very few reactors that made me react to a full video without skips. I love your reactions so much. Please react more. That was album reaction too. Oh my goodness. Aw. So much. Definitely will. I like those. I like those comments. That means I'm not the most boring person. You know, which I feel like I can be sometimes. Twice is a group that debuted in 2015 for Survival Show 16. There were 9 members. They have a subunit Misamo. I think my video that's on YouTube is not showing up for people because the analytics aren't coming through properly. But I did react to one of their songs. Fun fact: Mina was born in the USA. Tsuyu from Taiwan, and the others are from Korea. They debuted with a cute concept, but they're changing to a more mature concept. The youngest is 26, the oldest is 30. They're the most cute and sweet thing in the world. Another fun fact: they participated in the production of the movie K-pop Demon Hunt. Yes, I did peep that. Yes. Really react to Ultimate 2025 Guide for Stray Kids. Okay, it's quite long, but extremely informative about the group as a whole and each member individually. Channel name is Chandora's World. We can make that happen. Wait, that was Stray Kids, right? No, I'm tripping. It was Stray Kids. Okay, I was about to say. I think I saw somebody say the 2022 guide was really good. Oh, 2026 one is coming out soon. I think they're going to react to it. They might want to wait for it since the 2026 one is a year out of date now. I might watch it anyway. Still though, I feel like each one's like a year in review kind of thing, low key. Individual MOVs of each one. Bet. A reaction to Say My Name performance. right, let's see. And this was XG. All right. Am I tripping? Blackpink. Yeah, yeah. This is twice. All this right here is twice. It must be this one. It must be. Yes, it's definitely this one. Yeah. I was like, what comment is this from? I'm gonna put this right here so I know. Q it up. I spelled Q wrong. Okay. Q is my quite possibly one of the most hilariously disgusting names in the game. Uh, why did I do that? Like her, like her thing was the link to the video. Yeah, I'm definitely a little tired. What's even crazier, she basically performed almost the entire concert in that condition and in such a way the audience hardly noticed anything was wrong until she disappeared during the last few tracks. Only on fan cams can you see how she would periodically lose focus on stage, occasionally drop to one knee, but still kept going and performing. Already had tons of debates about whether they should have let her go on stage or not, but I think we shouldn't reopen that discussion. The only thing I can say is no one forced her. She really wanted to perform through it herself. And that's what I'm saying. It looked like she was making a decision because it looked like the rest of the girls did not want her to go back on, and she kept going. And as a matter of fact, I think this video might have been the one where like a third of the stuff that I was reacting to got blocked for some reason. Now, mind you, the entire video that I reacted to, I think it was the channel that I reacted to the video from, and it irritated me because if you're gonna block it, block the entire video. Why are you blocking 1/3 of the footage from the video? That you get the ad revenue anyways because I don't get paid for it because it's copyrighted content from you, which we can go over revenue sharing and stuff like that a different day. I have very interesting choices from that, but yeah, that kind of irritated me. But yeah, I loved it down. I loved it down. She was an absolute dog for that, bro. Next, Formula of Love. Oh, Formula of Love. Yep, already got that in the queue. Taste of Love EP, Formula of Love, Eyes Wide Open. I don't think I have. I probably have Taste of Love EP on the list, low key, but we're gonna add this in here anyways. All right. To give you some context of Chisa's thing, why she did. Chisa was 22 years old here, so they couldn't legally force her to stay backstage. Couldn't legally force her to stay backstage if he didn't want to. And if you watch the documentary series Extra Extra, you'll see moments where Chisa powers through where most people would have stopped or taken a break and give it everything she had. I remember, this just randomly popped back in my head, but I remember when she was hooked to the IV after the fact, and like they had to carry her all out. I was like, yo, she was an animal. Because what do you mean you were going so hard when you should not have been on stage at all, mind you? And it's so serious to the point where everybody's hunting for an IV to stick in you just to hydrate your body so you can keep fighting off your illness. Same thing she did here at the Paris show. She deep down knew she had enough energy to do the song and could do it without anyone noticing she was sick. That's why she immediately collapsed backstage because she literally every emphasis on the every last bet. Yes, something every other member would have done as well, mind you, because the notion for any of them is not giving up everything that they have left to help. The notion for any of them not giving everything that they have left to help the others would have hurt them more because XG is not just them being a part of a group. Okay. And for Chisa, who was also the sub leader, oldest member, and mother figure of XG, she felt she had to go back on stage even if the other members were telling her it was okay to help protect her other members. That's a very valid point. Because her going backstage meant alphas at the show had no idea what had happened backstage or that she was even sick. Plus, in the same video, you heard Jaren say that her and the other members kept it hidden from the alphas and covered for her when they noticed Chisa was not feeling well on stage. They could have hid this from the public, but because they were also shooting a mini documentary for their tour for a Japanese TV station that came out months later. plus the fact that XG has always been pretty open with their fans is why they showed this side of XG. But months later, after it already happened. A few days ago, something similar happened. One Kokona on her birthday had a huge announcement that was even covered by TMZ, Forbes, and Hollywood Reporter, talking about something she did earlier. Crazy, crazy. If an open XG gives alphas a healthy, thriving XG, then what could we not love? All the more. Yes, absolutely. Not about legality here. If Simon and the staff had forbidden her to go on stage, she obviously wouldn't have performed. It's just that they're all artists themselves. They all understand it really well when the audience is like the one in Paris. You've been preparing for these concerts for months. It's extremely hard to forbid someone from stepping onto the stage. Plus, in the heat of the moment, it's not always possible to clearly see where exactly the line is that you absolutely cannot cross. And yeah, Chisa behind the goofball mask is one of the biggest workaholics in XG. Yeah, you definitely hit the nail on the head right there. All of you guys did. On a special, he's an icon. Sang from another realm. Oh, poor boy, he has been slaughtered. Yeah, he did. In reference to the video, I'm peeping. In the rain, another smash from the legendary Shintaro Yusada. XG R&B is peak. Have you checked out their Tokyo Dome performance? I have not. I want to say I have not yet. So we can add that to the queue. The whole concert was fire, but their versions of Is This Love? Did I add this to the list? Is This Love? Piano version transitioning to the original plus Maya's viral dance and Million Places. I think I did do Million Places. But regardless, we'll add this to the queue, and then if I've seen it, I've seen it. If I haven't, I definitely will. You know? Let me put a space between them and twice so I don't get in the way of that. Twice has been very diverse in their discography since the beginning. Their B-sides, okay, are never the same genre-wise, especially both from each other and the title track. So no two title tracks sound sound the same, even if they're along the same issue. If you like them, I definitely suggest their Japanese releases too, although some aren't YouTube friendly. Oh, very, very important thing to bring in there. Okay. Well, if they're on YouTube, despite not being necessarily YouTube friendly and they're just going to get age restricted, I might try to push that boundary just a little bit. Plus, we're all 18 plus here. Why not? The Perfect World or Donut. I may be a bit biased considering I've been following since their debut in 2015, but honestly, just their discography is my favorite of any artist I've gotten into, K-pop or otherwise. Sounds good enough to me, brother. Let's go. YouTuber. What? What is this a reference to? What? The hardy heart is crazy. Oh my goodness. Okay. Escape Pop Dude, they did it because of the set. Look at the background. Wait, what is this in reference to? What is this in reference to? That's K-pop Dude. They did it because of the set. Look, I wish if he put a timestamp, I would probably know what exactly he's referring to. Cause 66 sliders stay in the comments too. Bro's real. Bro's a real alpha. A real XG lover. Like Larry Bird, man. Oh, if this is a Chisa reference, I would agree. I am definitely inclined to agree. Sub last week, enjoying your XG content. Please react to the Discover Mamamoo. Okay. All right. Let me see. What you got for me? Yeah, I definitely haven't reacted to them yet, but I can though. I definitely can. Let me drag them down here so they're in their own little section. Even the rappers, this is actually okay. Even the rappers go out of their comfort zone to show off their vocals by doing solo covers. Maya did a cover of "Hurt" by Christina Aguilera. Harvey sang the Ekna song "Tokyo Kids" by Hibari Misora. Enka is a Japanese genre inspired by the blues. Ooh. Let me see that. Let me hold that. Let me hold that. We said inspired by the blues. I'm not gonna lie. Even the members of groups that can't sing, so to speak, they still sing very darn well. Uh, I personally couldn't imagine being that capable. I wonder what life would be like if I knew how to sing. But for those that have been on the channel for a while, I constantly say I would definitely rather be able to sing than dance because I would be insufferable. Me in the grocery store, just picking up a box of noodles, reading the ingredients, just a little sing songy tune. Just going around just daily because you could show that off daily without being like an annoyance, and I feel like that's kind of cute. Like imagine, well for me, I can't put that on everybody, but like if a girl's sitting there and I just walk past her in the grocery store and Target or something, some just random department store or a bookstore, and she's just like kind of humming, sing songing. I think that's really attractive. I don't know if the girlies would agree that that's like attractive for guys, but I think it's attractive when girls do it. The time they were endangered to be cut. Maya was 12, 13 years old. Juria was a year older. Jesus was 16. The first rounds of the dance routines. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I did peep that. That was crazy. Imagine a world where either or all the three of them are not in the group or replaced with somebody else. That would be insanity. The man in chat helping you out as a robot. Yo, the chat is always locked in, bro. You have to you could have a dual bias like me. It's Maya Juria. For you, it could be Hinata Maya. Also, I cannot. Hinata is my bias for because she's too normal. Fair play. Fair play. Yurichi's always going to be a fire. PFP. Right? Thank you for continuing to react to Fauzia's songs, interviews, post about her instead of going through her entire concert in one go. Do it in chunks is easier to manage. A few days ago, after this concert, she performed. A few days after this concert, she performed Desert Rose in front of Sting at an event. Apparently, he liked it, and she sang "Pretty Stranger" on the Kelly Clarkson show yesterday. Ooh, so happy for her. Mm-hmm. Yeah, cause she's powerful. She's amazing, and a solo. Cheese has been the headstrong one, even in their trainee days. If she decides to do something, she won't stop until she does it. Tell her to sit it out. She will get up and do it and go again. That's just how she is. And I think they knew what they signed up for. It's not an easy business. Let's take a look at the legends who went out on stage even when they couldn't have taken. They could when they should have taken a break. Legends like Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, James Brown, etc. I understand why people are upset because this could have been way worse, and it was already as bad as it was. But I understand why she went back up and Simon and the staff letting her go. I agree. Bingo. Oh, right. Thanks for your reaction and giving Beanie a try. Latest album released by a group, Beanie 2.0, reflecting their growth and evolution over time. To get a taste of Beanie 1.0, react to their iconic tag long hits. Correct. So I reacted to Salamine, and it got banned. My reaction got banned. I don't know if it was because it was a music video or if it was the audio thing. I think it was the audio because if it was the video, I think I would have been able to do a revenue sharing thing. Yeah, yeah. Carrera is anthemic. For another amazing J-pop group, check out Hana. Oh yeah, I did. We did see that. I debuted in April 8 songs nonstop. Yeah, we did nonstop. They are XG copycats, despite with some people will call them. I don't like when people call people copycats, especially once you're like, if you're in the same genre, you're somehow going. If you're doing your job right and you're doing a lot of stuff, you're inevitably going to step on somebody's toes at some point. You're gonna be in the same vein as somebody else at some point. So I feel like calling them copycats, considering that I have listened to them, calling them copycats of XG is the same thing as saying like all Japanese people look alike or all Asian people look alike. Like, yes, they may have extremely similar features, and sometimes you, as somebody that's not one of them, may get them confused, but they're not the same. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's just a me thing. Left Right was stuck in my head obsessively for close to 2 months after it dropped. No matter what I was doing, I was looping. And when I closed my eyes each morning, there it was. Oh, here with you. It's gonna be with you for the better part of today. Fairs. Excited for twice? Oh, we can make. Oh, we're already making that happen. Okay. Oh, you know what? I saw this comment right here, and I knew that the video was queued for the very next day. So I didn't say anything. But yes. The same day he posted this comment was the exact same day that I had reacted to it on stream beforehand. That was the most hilarious part. Yeah, lives are tough to get on YouTube. Yeah. XG is about autonomy and truthful representation. They felt Chisa ultimately had final say. I think they probably approach different, but maybe not, because I think in their interview, Jurin in their NHK doc, she basically says, "I, uh, I'd do what Chisa did if it was me." TBH XG has always felt more like athletes than singers. I'm not gonna lie. When you reach this pinnacle of like performance, you are an athlete in my eyes. It may not be the most prototypical thing, because usually if you sell out a show, they're coming to see specifically you. You're not going, band for band. Well, not band for band in that context, but like group for group against somebody else in like the scoring department. But to me, you're still an athlete regardless. Blackpink. Okay, somebody else said Blackpink. Yeah. Album shows how good 10 years look on them. Twice. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, he said Dreamcatcher, Triple S, Hannah. We already have Hannah on there. But we can add these other two. Where are we? We can do this. It doesn't look like we're making great progress, but I promise we are. We're definitely ahead of where I thought we were gonna be. This My recording time says I'm 37 minutes in. Let's me. Oh, I got for the bit. Fancy meeting you here again. Only bad thing about the presentation, the poor work on the camera of the cameraman and the event production team. They didn't do a good job of camera work. It's all commented on social media at the time. It's not because, yeah, that was because it was Riot Games and not Riot Games League. If they ever do a song for League or Arcane, it'd be 100 times better. Oh yeah, and it was like I personally felt I can understand if some people like were there specifically for the Valorant thing, right? So you didn't care for the group that was beforehand. But if you know the group that's performing, in my eyes personally, right, there should be a good balance. It's kind of like I think when I was watching the video, I used the analogy of like if you have Drake at the Super Bowl, a lot of people that watch football also watch Drake. So it would be in your best interest to have a really good showing for Drake at the halftime show and a whole lot of great camera work, because it's rewatchable for one. For two, everybody's gonna be like, oh, what event was that? Was that a concert? It's like, no, if you missed it, right, you're gonna want to watch it. And then it's once you realize it's a Super Bowl, it's like, hold on a second, that's a little bit of promo for that, even if they're not a big football person, because a lot of people don't really watch the football game. A lot of people don't care about football. They care about the artist performing at halftime. So if this is the opening ceremony and you have a really big group that's doing it, it kind of makes sense that they should focus on XG cutting idiotic corner. No, the corner shots were killing me. Yeah. Okay. Fairs. As someone who was in film school for a bit, I could say that this abysmal camera work and directing for XG truly pissed me off. The directors were more focused on showing the venue and switching to illogical camera views than focusing on XG's live performance, and also failed miserably cutting to the right camera during the entire performance. It's like amount of stupid shots from the sides and the stage was so high that people in charge of that control booth must have just laughed. This had me dying, especially when I got to the last line. LOL. Definitely correct on all accounts, though. Yeah. And I guess part of it is the fact that, Valorant, it's not like the players are physically getting up. Like most of the production that they had to do after this show, this was the most production they had to do during the show. After that, it was literally going from team to team who are in seated positions. They don't move, right? So ISO cameras on each player's face, maybe, you know, group cams, and then the actual production, which is the live feed of them playing the game of Valorant, right? So I think on in that to that tune, yeah, yeah, they just weren't in their bag like that. That's my ace. There we go. Oh, he did it twice. I must have double posted when he did it. Cannot do the original full. Let me see. Losing you cover. Let me address this just a little bit. I know she didn't mean it that way, but um, I think the best part was that the XG girls didn't try to outsoul the powerful vibe of flow and instead took their took we'll call it obvious inspiration, but made the song their own as well. And that way, I could honestly feel like I was listening to two separate great groups instead of a movie theater version and a bootleg copy of the same performance. And when they got that flow cosign, I kinda hoped they would collab on a song in the future. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah. More twice. Yep, yep, yep. Bratnella Bryant. I feel like I've seen her profile 3 times, which means you must be a subscriber. Love their new songs. We talking about Beanie. Got you, got you, got you. Fuzzy is my girl. Uh-huh. More Twice signs. Ooh, debut 2015. TT. Oh yeah, you're in your bag. Hold on. Yeah, you're in your bag. Let me see this. Wait. You said they have a whole they have a whole Japanese discography with 6 solo albums, 10 plus singles, and Japanese versions of Korea songs. They sound completely different. Yeah. Hmm. Where are you, darling? There you are. Faouzia. Dark voice is a very interesting way of putting it. I like that. As long as Kelly Clarkson's show doesn't fry me, I'll definitely have that up on YouTube. Hopefully they copyright it, but they don't copyright what you call it. They don't block my video. That would piss me off. I do have to properly structure a Patreon though, so that I can put all the videos that get blocked on YouTube on there, so everybody can at least like see them. This is an episode of their challenge that we called Three Meals a Day. It's quite different. It's quite a bit of an episode. Wait, it has quite a bit of an episode. What? It has quite a bit of episode, but it's funny and cute and entertaining. Okay. I understand now. I was like, yeah, the context is the video that it's coming from. Cute and entertaining. Cheese and the girls had to bungee jump. Love that episode. In my area, had to travel on the bus alone. Love how they are together. You should react to those if you have time. For sure, for sure. Phil just covers Starboy by the weekend. I want to say I reacted to this already. Oh wait, yeah. That was a bit of a slow moment right there. Yeah. Um, if you want some good quality live performance of them, check out Drip and Sheesh. Drip and Sheesh first take two. They literally performed high notes on the live rap. Sure, why not? This was Baby Monster. Where are you? There you are. 16 here, talent. Yep. Adele. Who? The cameraman. But oh, there's Carly. Hey, Carly. Cameraman blew me all the way off. Couldn't agree more. Music video. I want to say we did the music video first, and that's what led to somebody suggesting this performance. Twice one of the best, most explosive discographies in K-pop. Oh yeah, more flow. We could do that. I need more suggestions for flow though. Thanks for another reaction of our baby girl Faouzia. She was 15 years old in this video. These are the words by a person who managed her. These are the words by the person who managed her carrier at the stage. At that stage, he says he wasn't prepared for Fauzia's vocal range and her unique style that has caught the attention of fans worldwide. She's seen Adele's "Hello," and I don't know that I've ever been so blown away by something he says. I expected it to be good if he was sharing it with me, but I was stunned. If she was sharing it with me, but I was stunned. Then I went to see her live and my jaw was on the floor. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Hit the nail on the head because it's difficult to have 9 women singing and sounding and doing it like a one person. Literally. Pretty strange around the killer. Yup, everybody's saying it, so I got, we gotta do it. We gotta do it. A banger is a banger. Ooh, G22. Wait, hold on. I think I have them. Yeah, I have a song by them right here. Yes, we can make that happen. Amazing how few words from Faouzia triggered an emotional flood of words from you. That means a lot for those that share the same views as yours. Cheers, love you. Earn this like, comment, and subscribe right there. Earning my respect. What is this from? Ah, yes. The interview, the interview was 15 minutes, and I talked through this. I think it ended up being a 45-minute video. I did a terrible, I did a terrible job, but it really, like, literally, I kid you not, 2 minutes in, it was a one specific line that she said that really created a conversation. And obviously, I was live when I was recording it, so we were just in chat, like chopping it up and everything, and we learned a lot. And it was a really great discussion that we ended up having. As I did, but her comments just really were that thought provoking at the time. Yep. Sleeping Giant, she's a beast. Yeah, my number one. Okay. Let's see. Hisono and X Sheen are the intro to Galactic Wolves concept. Hisono concept 7 alien wolves coming to Earth. They're blindfolded because the wolves are blind when they're born. Oh! Wow. Elite pull right there. I did not know that. I might start reacting to wildlife videos because I love animals, bro. Lately, I've been on a leopard seal binge because they're just so silly. They're the silliest gooses. Now they're definitely dangerous to penguins, which isn't great, but in captivity, they're just some of the cutest, most silly things on the planet. Especially the fact that they have to like bounce around on their bellies because they have such short feet or short leg. you get what I'm saying. Their flippers are really short on the back end. Like it's just one long spine piece, rib cage, just flop it on the ground, dude. And sometimes it just looks like they're like the last two brain cells are being shared between amongst all of them, which makes it even more funny. Let's see. Oh my god, I checked out Flow's viewership on the song 2.7 million in 2 years. Actually covered 10 million in half the time on GXG. Harwood, I hope the future looks like as star talent and all they do. Yeah, fair play, fair play, fair play. Just think they've bet. Wait, what is this? Actually, okay. They've bet 5 years of their lives on this project with no guarantee of success. You got to respect their strong will and confidence. I hope you react to your document extraction. For sure, we will. I don't think I added that to the list on there. I might have it open in one of these tabs and just not realize, but I need to see it anyways. So we're gonna drop that in right here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Her voice was heavenly. I do not tell a lie. When you're into the career, almost dropped a, and they already dropped a Christmas classic. No, literally, 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 literally. I definitely take it over Mariah Carey's. Keep it a buck, right? Mariah Carey. They said she make like 3.3 million off just the replay value of her song every December, which is crazy work. Uh, but also, that's really nice if you're her. Her family is going to eat very nicely forever. Finally, masterpiece, not gonna lie, Japanese, twice Japanese albums are on a whole nother level. Their production, their music, their MV. Plus, the Japanese is a little Japanese versions of songs is always gonna be easier for me because wait, what? Hmm. Ah, okay, okay, okay. I understand now. Japanese version of songs are easier for me personally because I can mentally translate more words. Now, if you sat there and you put the script in front of the lyrics in front of me in Japanese, well, I might as well just slime myself out. I need to figure out the best way to learn Japanese. I know it's impossible for me to learn it in 3 months, but I would definitely uh, love to learn it as soon as possible because I really want to go visit. And honestly, I really just want to visit Asia as a whole because as an American, we have a very skewed perspective from the information that in the propaganda and everything that's fed to us. And a lot of people buy into it, right? To the point where like if unless you watch a lot of live streamers that go overseas and do travel types of content, um, you're not going to see this stuff because all you hear is, you know, capitalism good, communism bad. China's trying to destroy America. Like that's the overall gist. And like it's it's fact number one is factually inaccurate, right? All forms of government can be wrong at a certain point. I'm not going to elaborate beyond that because I can go. I could literally sit there for about 24 hours and just talk your head off. But um, there's goods and bads of all nations, right? But there's also um, a certain beauty in just the sheer like everyday life of somebody there. Like for example, part of the reason why I want to learn Japanese, obviously, I grew up like watching anime really heavily, especially in my middle and high school days, and I'm definitely like I have over 1,000 shows in my bag from watching, not just episodes, shows. But I don't like when people lean on it and they're like, "Oh yeah, your taste is garbage because you don't have XYZ in your top 10." Bro, it's a top 10. It's your opinion, dude. Shit, like what? If you have a conventionally attractive top 10 of whether it's anime, whether it's cartoons, whatever it is, right? I can only get along with you but to a certain point to a certain point, right? Because there has to be some controversy. Where is the flavor? Are you really that generic that you have no soul? There's no way you're that regular, bro. You have to have something crazy. Give me a crazy pull. I want to see something where I just look at you and I'm like, ugh. But at the same time, even if it's something free, even if it's something freaky, even if it's crazy fan service, right? Put something that shows you. If your top 10 doesn't show you, your heart and your soul, it's not a top 10 that I care to see. Show me something that I haven't been able to experience with you yet. That's what I want to see personally. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But yeah, part of it, I just like Tokyo and everything's nice and Osaka and Kyoto. But I want to go to Hokkaido. I've wanted to go to Hokkaido ever since I watched Welcome to the NHK. Um There's another one that I'm forgetting. There's another one that I'm forgetting so hard right now. But I like Chobits. Oh my goodness. Like I want to go I want to go to country areas of Japan. I want to eat at mom and pop shops. I want to see people, like real people. I don't want to just see the whole glitz and glamour. I want to see life. I want to see just everyday life. Yeah. And a lot of nature too. I love nature. I'm glad you let it play out, as you would do yourself a disservice if you didn't listen to the first take. In my opinion, you can focus more on their beauty, their voices, without being distracted by the MV. Thanks for the react. Oh yeah, you bring up a very good point. Daughter's favorite. Oh, I didn't. I commented this and I read it in my head, but it got jumbled in my thing, in my brain. Yeah, I was wondering about that. Which one? I wish timestamps would come up with some people's comments because then I would know exactly what song they're referring to. Song on repeat when it first came out. Listen to through spring, summer, fall, and winter again. You know, it's a good song. Doesn't matter if it's a Christmas song. It's that good. Yes, yes. It's better than real songs to me. Weird comment, but just my. That's not a weird comment, huh? It's better than the real songs for me. Weird comment, but just my opinion. I don't think it's weird to feel that way at all. Your your appreciation somebody else's artistic capabilities if nobody else will say important to be willing to for sure, yeah. especially especially if you're propping somebody up without making somebody, you know, sound like they're being insulted. I'm for it all day, bro. The Hero Orchestra version, honestly, she's mesmerizing. I see on the cake whistle note. Yeah, yeah. My favorite reaction from you. Are you sure you're not quoted? Oh, I see. This is the one where I don't need the what you call it. I don't need the what's that thing called? I don't need a quote time to know exactly what I was talking about because I was like, I'm not, you know, I'm a very straight guy, but and then I was looking at the camera. Subscribed. I'm glad to have you here. Glassed. Should really react to Stray Kids Killing Voice. Let me see. I'll add that to the cart. Add that to the cart. Add that to the queue. Excuse me. That makes it sound like I'm shopping. Where are we? Here we go. Honestly, used to think they used autotune a lot, but I was proven wrong watching their Killing Voice episode. So live snippet a couple of their songs. I like how they use it as a tool and not as a crutch. That's a really big thing. Ooh, say something covered when she was 13. We can definitely add that to the queue. Prefer the XG version? I respect it. I respect it. This you can prefer either version you want to, as long as you don't think they're both bad. If you think both of them bad, your music taste is questionable to me. Let's see. These are the tapes that caught my attention, but what sold me completely was when I heard "Woke Up" and "Left Right." Simply future music. God, I hope so. I remember this PFP now. Darkness fills. Darkness fills. Oh yeah, he loved him. He loves him some XG. I've now committed his profile to memory, so I will know that. Yeah, no, they aren't shouting out having the YouTube reactor. That dude in your chat said that was tripping. If anything, they're shouting out Havoc from Mob Deep. I mean, either way, they're still, appreciative of it, right? They're shouting somebody out, and that's all that matters. Since you see most of the work, I recommend some remixes, alternative versions. All right. Oh wait, hold on. Ah, screw it. You could thank me later. Oh, you gave me a couple of these. I think I have this one already, actually. But where are we? Here we are. All right. XG 3 meals a day. Yeah, everybody's been asking for that lately. I am going to. I wonder if they'll let me post it though. That's the only concern I have. Thank you for reacting. I love to see. I've seen you enjoy Tape 4 so much. You mentioned on the tour they haven't announced North America dates or cities yet. Probably won't for a while, but last year they went all over the U.S. You should check out where they went. First Howl tour. Hopefully they'll be adding to the list. I got to see them in Atlanta. Oh, you're in Atlanta? Oh, you're a state below me. Hey. It's an amazing night. Rappers all perform their tapes 2 through 4. Ah, okay. Saying tape 1 wasn't good is underrated in my opinion. They have that young, ignorant confidence that's hard to capture when you get older, and it gives the authentic cipher energy. Also, Harvey's flow switch up is crazy on that tape. I think uh, two takes it for sure. Then three, Maya, four is great. Personal favorite is 3A because compared to the original, it's high quality beat on that jig. Fair. Couldn't do their shoelaces up. I like XG, but there's no comparison. Huh? XG couldn't do their shoelaces up. XG couldn't do their shoelaces up. I like XG, but there's no comparison. No comparison to what? Huh? By the way, this is a 7-girl group. Only 6 are here. The best vocals is missing, in my opinion. I don't take. XG couldn't do their shoelaces up. I like XG, but there's no comparison. All right. We're just going to remove that. I'm not going to block you. We're just going to remove that one. I'm not very fond of that. You can put somebody up and just say, I prefer it. I prefer, Baby Monster. That's perfectly fine. But you don't have to sit there and say somebody can't tie somebody's shoes. That's there's a line, and we crossed it with that one, respectfully. These critics, wow, Harvey is fire inside and out. Oh, these critiques. Oh, well, I did a good job. Thank you. I appreciate that. React to the solo subunits of Straight is ultra red. Oh, wow. Oh, they got a lot of stuff. Not to mention rap 2 hour about rap. Not a single mention about rap in the 2-hour reaction video. I wouldn't recommend him Stray Kids music, much less rap heavy songs. I could do rap heavy songs. But you can. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily agree with that take. Not these down here, right there. No, I'm fond of rap. It's just that most of the tweener music is sometimes not the importance is lost on me. I won't say that, but when you can show me your vocals, it makes me look at you in a whole new light. When you can also rap, as opposed to somebody that raps but doesn't really have vocals. If that makes sense. For your information, distinguishing between Japanese, Korean, English, not just 2 languages. Okay, that makes a lot. Oh yeah. Because when I had the closed captions on, it would switch, and sometimes if they were in English, it would show Japanese captions. But if they were in Japanese, it would show Korean captions, and when they were in Korean, it would show Japanese captions. It was interesting. Criminal Love. Okay. I think I might have actually seen that one, but we will add that to the queue anyways. Think having reaction in your title is better for the algorithm. Might be a good idea to add that for your videos. A lot of big creators do it at least. Not sure if it really matters. You know what? I will take that into account. I'll take that into account. Tapes 1 and 2 were pre-debut coming up almost 4 years ago. Kona and Maya were 16. One thing about XG, they pay respect and homage to the very subtle ways to artists before them, going OG performances like Run, DMC, Wu Tang Clan, Slick Rick, Slick Rick's yeah, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Fat Joe, Jay Z, etc. Here Maya is wearing an eye patch homage to Slick Rick. Duran shouts out Easy in her second verse of Woke Up. The thing about XG is their verses and bars are riddled with references to culture, historical, particularly in their rap bars. Mm-hmm. Stray Kids, like everyone else, Stray Kids killing. Fairs, fairs, fairs. Harvey's voice is described as tasty. Tasty is a very interesting way to put that. Okay. Check out Is This Love by XG. I think maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. Fam, Korean version. Fairs, fairs. Let me see. I think this is a lot more efficient than opening up a billion tabs like you guys see I currently have up top, but because it bogged down my computer, which was terrible on my part. I wanted to say it's not that Ian doesn't actually understand the song. I like it. It's like he doesn't quite get the type of people they were singing about. Fair. Okay. The people who only want the fun part of a relationship without the commitment. Basically, he doesn't want to be thought of as a fuck boy. LOL. So he's doing okay. Nice. He called I Like It X and Chill the Trash Trio on the Killing Voice, and it still cracks me up. There's also a Stray Kids Code episode where they got into a debate over who was the worst guy in the one in Chill or X. It was funny, really interesting too. Interesting. Domino dance practice. All right. Saw Stray Kids live and they were hard. They go hard with their dancing. A lot of their choreography is absolutely crazy. You should see their live performances. Just see how much effort goes into these guys. How much effort these guys put into their dancing and singing the music. Their year end stuff goes hard. Just putting it out there. They produce it right. Fair. One thing I can't stand is her belief that she's Middle Eastern. Someone seriously needs to tell her that she's Moroccan. Huh? Amazing and has absolutely nothing to do with the Middle East or Arabs. I mean, it's not just Arabs in the Middle East, though that's what American media would have you know. What? I genuinely love Faouzia and have been a fan since 2021, but one thing I can't stand is her belief that she's Middle Eastern. 80% of the rest of the world would consider Morocco part of the Middle East. Am I tripping? Hold on. No, let's get to the bottom of this. Morocco on a map. I spelled Morocco wrong, I know. I almost spelled map as mop. Yeah, for all intents and purposes, right? Yes, it's south of Europe, but to most people in Western cultures, we would consider Morocco like the top part of Africa, right, as a whole, to be part of the Middle East. The only time I've ever heard some of the more distasteful Americans call like a place like Egypt not part of the Middle East because they have pyramids and they're different, and which is one of the most boneheaded takes in the world. But a lot of people that aren't privy to the direct location of Morocco would consider Morocco part of the Middle East. So the comment isn't incorrect, though. Faouzia has I think the part that they're missing right here is the nuance of the fact that Faouzia actually lived. She went from Morocco to Canada, and in Canada, the United States, we would consider, well, we not as an I, but we as in like the collective conscious of most people would, when they hear the name Morocco, without looking at a map, they assume it's in the Middle East. They assume it's they know it's North Africa, but they assume it's like right there near your Stan countries, as they would call them. and you could chalk it up to like collective ignorance as well, but I think that affects the reason why she says that she's Middle Eastern as well. You know, who are we talking about? Stray Kids? Yes, they are amazing. Oh man, I love when people first discover Twice. I found them in 2022 before they released Talk That Talk, my favorite song by them actually. But you should check out their Japanese subunit, Misamo, Mina, Sana, and Momo. Their debut album, Masterpiece, came out in 2023. It's really good. I did see this. I did see this. I just didn't post it yet. I think I actually have to upload that. I might make it live to tomorrow. Today, tomorrow, probably. Nobody knows why Wu Jin left. They're just like he left for personal reasons. The rest is rumor. We don't even know if he left voluntarily or if he was given the boot. This, and as an OG fan, the reason why a lot of us feel iffy about Wu Jin is because he left right before a comeback. The kids had to re-record, re-choreograph, and refilm the majority of Leventer, and it would be pushed back because of it. He eventually left on his own, or if he actually left on his own will, that was shitty of him because he caused so much stress and work on for the others. Yes, and if it wasn't, and it was management which caused him all that pain, and if it wasn't, it was management that caused him all that pain. I know that Chan was very angry about it, but I don't know who his anger was directed at. I'm sad he left because of his talent. He had a strong voice and a nice tone, would have lifted some of the vocal burden off of Han and Sungmin. Also, his voice was different from them, leading to nice variation. However, I assume that there's something going on behind the scenes, whatever it is. So I'd be glad that discordant element left was booted, despite the pain it caused him a long time. Sungmin and Han stepped up to fill in the gap, and who knows, maybe Sungmin would not have become the great singer that he is today had circumstances not pushed him to be the main singer. Lots of speculation, few flags. I didn't realize how bad it was for them back then until I saw Hyunjin's breakdown at the end of one of the concerts. Ooh, whole lot of knowledge right here. Interesting. Should have watched the version of the Charmer performed live at Lollapalooza. The song sounds tame here, but watch it perform live. If you want to know about Stray Kids dancing, watch some of their dance practice videos. Might find your opinion changed. Oh yeah, I think at some point when I was watching this, I said their choreography felt like they were more of a vocal focus group than a what you call it, than like dance uh, related. At least I'm thinking. I think that's what I said. Harvey at her best. Second best was 210s. Okay. Blow up till around 2020. Their song God's Menu. They were an experimental group. Their company JYP didn't expect them to be successful because they're pretty much self-produced group. They literally have street MVs, which is them with GoPro cameras, and they're like filming at a playground, and they're just on the street filming stuff because they have no budget. They're from a big three company, but since they're self-produced and have a sound that's different than a lot of what the K-pop industry is used to at the time, it didn't have great promotion. They're obviously huge now, though. LOL. I think they bring in about half the yearly revenue of the. Wow, that'd be a lot. I mean, once you pass the 10% threshold of a big company like JYP, like you're big, you're tough, you're so tough. And less than a week, Harvey could change it all back right off. Oh yeah, when people were talking about her weight, I didn't view it as an issue at all. Like when people sit there and say, "Oh yeah, so and so got fat," I'm like, "Fat? Yo, you would not last a minute in America because if you think that's fat, you're gonna think everybody's fat. You gonna think we have a 96% overweight. 96% of Americans are overweight at that point. 46. That's my man Yang Young. I adore him, even though he's sort of clinically insane. As a man who dropped two, so they should have did live taste tests over 25 different energy drinks while his youngs were away. Yeah, baby Fox be foxing. Thank you for your reaction. The guy at the start was assuming our vocal powerhouse. Maybe you should react more of his solos. We can make that a thing. Thank you for Baby Monster Reaction. They're one of my favorite groups besides Stray Kids. By the way, I totally recommend Stray Kids Killing the Voice Up. See, everybody. See, I like when we get repetitive in this because it lets me know that we're on the right track. Love XG Princess, absolute hero to us alphas. Yeah. Woojin is actually an amazing singer. He still gets a few million views on some of his videos. Fairs. So react to their dance practices, especially their footwork. So yeah, that must be the video for sure. The amount of incorrect information you received during this. Huh? The amount of incorrect information you received during this. It was a song reaction? This wasn't a documentary reaction. I don't understand. What information could there have been besides people talking about who their bias, like who their favorite person is? I don't know. I would love some context on that one. I remember Woojin dropped a album a couple years ago because he remembered Stray Kids in an interview. Because he mentioned Stray Kids in an interview, but I don't know how well it did. I remember when I don't remember what he really said. It wasn't anything bad. It was probably something that got him more views discussing it. Like I'm sure he came up on my feed because he mentioned them. He's a good singer, but Stray Kids didn't suffer because the other members stepped up to fill his vocal spot. They were still taking vocal lessons, and more than half of the members still go to vocal training regularly to keep their singing top notch. Stray Kids was very scared they would lose fans after losing a member. The leader, Bang Jan, got a lot of hate comments from Woojin. Wow, wow, what? Hyunjin broke down on stage during a comment section of their first concert. Without Woojin, he cried and begged stay not to leave them. Double Knot was released in the fall of 2019. By December 2019, Woojin was gone. Stray Kids was releasing their first album, Laventer, as a group of 8. Oh, okay. Backdoor is not supposed to be sexy. They're saying VIP interest only. You have to be important to go to visit. Okay. Okay. I remember when I was watching the video, I said, where are we taking this? What you mean backdoor? Backdoor what? What backdoor are we referring to? See, Kiwichi raps computers like you think you're gonna beat me, but you'll never. She's ready to sing with confidence. I love that. Run is probably my top song of theirs. Fairs. Need that red lights reaction. Red lights? Alright, let me see. I'm gonna add that to the queue. Stray Kids, where we at? More Nona. I need more suggestions. How he just barely head bobbing to the songs. if I really bobbed my head as hard as I could, I promise in the next video you would see me in a neck brace for sure. LOL. Best believe I loved the music without question. Me and a neck. Tria smiles contagious. Her voice is angelic, beautiful. Love her. Video is such a wow. I forget to read the lyrics every time. Exactly. And I'm all about the lyrics. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, dude. This effect is real. Well, yeah. He did gag me a little bit there. He did have me my mouth agape, perchance. More to the story. Why Woojin left? He was entangled. Oh, he was entangled in a scandal. Interesting. XG groups don't miss. Co-write the creative team at times. XG writes their own lyrics at times. XG inputs the creative team music videos. Tape 1, tape 2, tape Oh yeah, you dropped that lore on all the tapes. Facts, 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 facts. Mm-hmm. Mm. Glad I could help. Glad you enjoyed it. She's amazing. Fan since 2023 when Shooting Star came out. Top group. Mm-hmm. We had more Stray Kids. Complete guide for Stray Kids. Get more about the group in each member's bet. Yeah. Yep. Katabi live performances are. See, oh yeah, that's from Beanie, right? I gotta see if they'll let me have it. I'll definitely take it. I don't know if they'll let me though. That's the thing that concerns me. 118. Oh, we love long videos. Oh, we do. I was afraid. I was afraid that a lot of people wouldn't like that fact that I did it for over an hour. This video made my day. Love your reaction. Looking forward to more. Say Woojin left for personal reasons, but he's doing well. Um, Although not like big famous, but because his music is good too. Fair, fair, fair. I'm gonna translate that later. You should definitely do the Killing Voice. Does not have subtitles. Okay, the songs don't have MVs. I like. I highly recommend coded lyric video. Okay, yeah, that's what the other dude said too. Love you got 49 minutes into watching Stray Kids vid and still got hit with the Felix effect from God's menu. I was really deep into the covering before I actually I say I have a high resistance, you know, and it didn't it unfortunately I got caught slipping at the end. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Killing voice introduction and music. Cast for albums I highly recommend. Golden Hour Part 3. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, so you said ATs. Interesting. We made it this deep before I got this suggestion. Wait, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Do this instead. There we go. Enjoy dance practices and relay dances. Quote their song easy. It'll make you say, "Wow, I promise a choreo and dance like nothing. I love Domino, Backdoor, All In, 1,000 others." Ferris. Felix Steve voice is something else. Felix effect is everybody. That's how you know they made it far enough to see that my reaction to it when I really got caught up. Drink Coco, my individual dance worth a check. Okay. Your vibe. I'm definitely enjoying your reactions. Thank you for being such a joy to watch. I look forward to. Oh, thank you. Thanks. I'm glad to have you staying a while. Definitely need to react to the Killing Voices. Stray Kids, yeah. Good rappers, only opinions. I only will get opinions from a rapper. If you're not into rap music, then you can't criticize. I love Harvey. I just don't like people talking about Harvey's voice. Wait, are you saying that I criticize their rapping? They are all good rappers. I only will get opinions from a rapper. If you're not into rap music, then you can't criticize. He's missing a period here. I love Harvey. I just don't like people talking about Harvey's voice. Oh, okay. I was about to say what? I was like, I didn't. I like the tapes. I didn't say I dislike the tapes. Hold on, I'll never forget. I was in the comments. I was reading it. Somebody commented under somebody's post, and I guess I didn't view the statement as inflammatory, but somebody else did. The person that originally posted it did, and then they started flaming that person that commented to them, thinking that that person was me. The issue was the person's profile picture was a light skinned person. And when I comment, it gives you a note that it was me that commented. So I was like, how did you make that? How did you get confused and think he was me? And why would you think I would make a comment like that? It was an interesting one. Dude's trying so hard not to be impressive. So and what played this for you with your eyes closed. You would not be able to tell it's a beatbox. It was good still. Don't get it twisted. Let's see. 53 million, do it 3 weeks, baby. 32 million divine 2 weeks. Love every reactor says I'm a straight male, but let's see. Ha ha ha, listening to the song about the visuals might be a crime. LOL. Stray Kids are known to have one of the best MVs ever. For real though, they truly have one of the best MVs. No, they actually do. They actually do. I know their animator goes through hell and goes through hell trying to get through it, dude. No, it's just listening to me because no lyrics because I saw you care about the lyrics. Yeah, song I like is Situationship according to Shangbin. I am the Maknae, the youngest. It doesn't get the song make sense to him at all. It was so funny when he said that. Most lyrics are correct. Made some memories really way off regarding the lyrics of it. Haven't seen even one who translated it the right way. That's just reading the genius lyrics when you listen to the song. It's a really good song. Seriously need messed and seriously messed up to listen to. Ooh, it's meant to be a haze kind of song. Okay, it's all over the place, but it's a good song. Meaningful. Fairs. Oh, they posted that. Kitten. Hey, kitten. Hey, Ripper Kitten. She posted that 9 minutes before I started, and here I am an hour and a half later. So there was a lot more comments here. I don't know if you guys can see the little bar thing right here. So we made a lot of progress. If I did this on stream, I definitely would have taken up 2 hours of time, which might have been longer depending on the conversations that some of these comments would have started. But if you made this far in the video, as I always say, well, I always say it on stream. I never say it like mid-stream when I'm usually recording the videos, but I do it at the end of the streams. And since I did this on my own time, I'll say it here for you guys. If you made it this far, if you made it this far in the video, and depending on what time zone you're in and what time of day it is for you, if you haven't heard it today or you don't think you'll hear it the rest of the day, I hope you have a great day, first of all. And secondarily, I love you, and I'll catch you next time.